All right, when it's game time, it's pain time. That's at least how it used to be. On this Sunday morning, ahead of an entire day of holy football, we remember those who redefined the game. Remember when it was okay to lay a big hit, when it was okay to get hurt, when it was okay to bring the pain. Joining me now, 8-time NFL Pro Bowler and 2018 National Football Hall of Fame inductee, Brian Urlacher. Sir, I know it was a hassle this morning, but I appreciate you taking the time to come on with us.
It's my fault.
Every week we do this thing called the Tough Guy segment. I reached out to you on Instagram and I said, hey, you know what? I'd like you to come on that. And you said, I don't know. I'm like, this is arguably probably one of the toughest guys the NFL has ever seen. And he's saying, I don't know if I'm that tough. But, sir, you are our tough guy today. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you having me on. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm that tough anymore. Since I quit playing, I don't feel like I do the same things to just stay tough as I was back in the day.
Yeah, well, you certainly built up a legacy, and I think that's kind of been the benchmark for the hard hit. I mean, I don't know much about football, but my producer, who is a fanatic about this stuff, he was like, Carl, don't tell him you don't know about football, but also, this guy hit people so hard that they actually called it he got Urlachered. So you spent a ton of time doing this, but you've seen football kind of slide to a sense of like they're more concerned about the longevity, and obviously concussions have been a big thing, but it's taken away a lot of the hits. Talk about that.
Man, I was watching an intro from like the 1980s the other day, and every hit in that video would have been illegal these days. It's just crazy the way the game's changed. I get it. The player safety is a big deal now. You want these guys to play for a long time, especially with concussions and the way they're going about that. I understand that. Don't have to like it, but I understand it. But the hits, the thing that drives me crazy, I know you said you don't know a lot about football, but when a guy gets a sack, it shouldn't be a penalty for roughing the passer. That really drives me crazy when I'm watching a game and a guy gets a nice sack on the quarterback and they throw a flag for roughing the passer when it's a sack. I can't put my mind around that. It drives me crazy. I could talk about that on your show all day long, but I get the rules. I understand. Doesn't mean I have to like them, but I understand. It's just frustrating as a former defensive player to watch where the game has gone.
Right. But how much has this changed the game? Because, I mean, look, this is a contact sport, not arguably.
Yep.
So do you think it changes the outcome of games if you have somebody that is so physically superior, but now is kind of corralled on how much they can hit?
I definitely think it changes the outcome of some games just because of the way the rules are interpreted by the refs, sometimes the way they throw the penalties. And, in the NFL, they review every single call. If there's a turnover, there's a review. If there's a touchdown, there's a review. But when there's a illegal hit or what they deem is an illegal hit, they don't review those, which I think should be reviewed because the plays happen so fast and the refs see them in real time. I get it. It's hard for them because the plays happen super fast. They may look bad to them at the beginning. And maybe if they review it, it may not be as bad as they thought. So those things should be reviewable, just like every turnover, every out of bounds play. They review everything. So why not just review the 15-yard penalties as well? 15
yards is a game-changing penalty.
Deal. Mm-hmm.
But Brian, your NFL resume obviously speaks for itself. But watching your highlights, I watched some of these, and I was just like, I would not get up from some of those hits. You absolutely used to crush people. Let's talk about the fear factor here, even over the fact that you wouldn't be able to hit them that hard anymore. The fear factor that you send into somebody who was on the other end of that line, and they had to get that pass off quicker. How effective was that in winning these games?
Just knowing that there's the defense on the other side is physical. I mean, not just myself, but our whole defense was physical. Was a pretty good played out a little bit on the quarterback's mind on the other side, or even the linemen or the running backs or the receivers. I think it's a big deal to let them know that they will be hit if they come across the middle of the field, or they used to be able to get hit if they came across the middle. That's a big deal. The mindset of being physical is a good thing on defense. Yeah,
I mean, being 250 pounds myself, I have some buddies who are in the NFL, and I've just messed around with you guys, and the amount of force that you can generate just in skill, forget strength, the skill that you have to generate that force. If I saw someone your size, that I do not want the ticket to that pain train. On that, you were one of the biggest and strongest, fastest players on the field of all time. But aside from that, your hands. You possessed hands that were unparalleled to almost any other linebacker. How much did that change the game?
I think so. I played receiver in high school. I played a little bit receiver in college. And you're not used to, linebackers aren't used to handling the football. You're not used to catching the ball. I was very fortunate that I always had a football in my hands, whether it was practice in high school, practice in college, even in the NFL. We'd always play catch in practice, and I think that's a big deal because we don't get many opportunities to catch the football as linebackers. So when we do get those opportunities, you want to take advantage of it. So I felt like I have maybe not great hands, but pretty good hands for a guy my size. And when I got around the football, I feel like I caught it most of the time.
Yeah, I believe the NFL would agree with that. Real quick, before we let you go, every week we ask someone like you, what does it mean to be a tough guy?
I think it's a mindset. You know, when I played, I tried to keep that. I mean, we played hurt. You know, after week one, there's no one healthy in the NFL unless you're a kicker or a quarterback. Probably you're not going to be healthy. That's just the way it is. And I played with a lot of guys that I learned from watching them play hurt. You know, our thing was if the injury can't get worse, if it was a pain deal, we played. That's all there was to it. You know, you didn't go out there. Pain wasn't an issue on Sundays because you just played through it. As long as you couldn't make the injury any worse by playing, you kept playing. That's the way. That was a mindset of our defense, and a lot of guys on our team had when I was at the Bears. I'm
going to go ahead and throw this one out there for Elon Musk. He might want to hire you to pump up some of his Twitter workers.
Oh man, how great is Twitter right now? Yeah, Elon's doing a good job, man. I like what he's doing over there.
Yeah, no, it is great. Brian Urlacher, appreciate you making the time, sir. Very good to have you on.
Thanks, Carl. Good talking to you, man.
All right.